Hey, this is Kelly Pryor with Priority Farm Journal, and today I wanted to take you on a flip through of my first week using my Planner Perfect Traveler's Notebook. And this is my daily life, I guess, journal, you could say. Instead of using a monthly planner, I opted to do a blank journal, and I had it labeled Daily Life. And the reason I did that is because I don't often use like a weekly spread or a week at a glance type thing. And so with not using that often and with already having the 12-month planner insert, I didn't feel the need to do a monthly one. Add to that the fact that I can sometimes have huge handwriting. It's like big and bubbly. And I like to fill in my days in a more journal-y way, like I kind of set of the framework of a house. I like to kind of compare it to where I put in the meals I'm going to make, I label where I'm going to record my lesson plans, but most of the day I like to journal as it happens. So I felt like I was going to need more pages for each spread for each day. So that's why I opted for this. And my first page, I included the Bible verse Proverbs 16:9, which says, "We can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps." I wanted to keep that at the forefront of my mind because I love planning and I love journaling, but sometimes I can get caught up in my plans. I think we all can, and when it seems like a wrench is thrown in the day and things didn't go the way I had planned, or I didn't get done the things I thought I needed to get done, I can lose sight of the fact that that might have been the Holy Spirit's plan for the day. Even though it wasn't mine, it was a better plan because it was God's plan. So I want to keep that in the forefront of my mind. So with that, here are my days. I started on a Wednesday. And I chose to do, for now, this seems to be working for me, doing 4 pages per day. And I know that sounds excessive, but like I said, I don't have a journal also. This is like my everything. It's my plans for the day, it's my meals for the day, it's me journaling the day, it's where I write my lessons because we homeschool 5 children. And so 4 days works, or 4 pages per day works for me. And I have the same basic layout. Possibly once I make this more of a habit, maybe I'll switch things up, get a little funky with some of the decorating. But for now, I want to keep the same kind of structure until it's become a habit for me. So included in that structure is I lay down my washi tape on the sides, and I kind of use a different one per day, as you can see. That's all one day, so it's kind of the same theme. I hand letter the day and the month and the date and the year, and I keep that all the same style for now. And I'll ahead of time put in what I'm doing for breakfast, what we're doing for lunch, and what we're doing for dinner, and then I'll just label lessons up here. I don't fill in the lessons we're going to do for that day. I know what we're going to cover, but I don't fill it in until after we've done it, because anyone that homeschools or has homeschooled for any length of time knows things don't always go as planned. You don't always get as far as you think you're going to get, and sometimes it's more important to focus on maybe there's a character issue, or maybe one child is really struggling on a certain topic and they need some more time. So I don't want the pressure of like having a certain lesson and all these things written down ahead of time. I record what we do, and that works for me and for us. So, and then you see I just kind of journaled the day. This is morning, and I'm trying to keep track of the moon phase and the weather, and then whatever the highs and lows are, I will write them in whatever shape the weather was. So like this was a cloudy day, so I drew it in clouds. If it's a sunny day, it'll be in sun, things like that. And I'm trying to kind of keep track of some nature things because I like to. So like it's having kind of a nature journal morphed into there for me. And if I get brave, maybe at some point I'll try drawing in it for my nature journal too, but I am not a good artist, so I haven't braved that yet. So there's my morning. Here's our lessons we did for the day. And then my third page is lunch in the afternoon, which will include, we do lunch and then there's playtime, and then at a certain time we start a cleaning loop that we're doing. Or like my son will go work outside. He has some outside work to do with wood and the farm chores for the animals and things like that. And so that'll all go here, and I'll journal anything that happens. And then the fourth page is for dinner in the evening, and I'll kind of journal how that goes too, if there's anything that stood out, anything like that, that will be included there. Then as you see, here's Thursday, same type of layout, just different colors, different washi tape, but I'm keeping the layout the same. That gives me some kind of structure to go off of, and also it'll make it easier when I'm planning and setting up my days more ahead of time. This week I was just kind of like getting into the groove of things and figuring out how I wanted to do it and the flow of everything. So I was kind of almost setting it up daily, like first thing in the morning, but I want to get in the habit, and I'm trying to start even tonight to set up the full week ahead of time. I think that would just help me be a little bit more disciplined in certain things that I want to get done. So there's that. And then here I tried to rip a piece of black paper and kind of color the moon a little bit more. We'll see if I stick to doing that. I kind of like that. And as you see, this is life. Sometimes you don't get to the journaling part of it. Sometimes it doesn't happen. We were just kind of busy that night, and so I will go back and fill this stuff in, and yeah, because I remember what we did, so that's not a big deal. I'm trying to kind of put some kind of cloud or something next to the things I have scheduled in to do, not necessarily the things I'm journaling as we go, and then I plan on filling it in as we do it. And then lastly, what I chose to do for the weekend was just do 1 page per day. And that worked out great, so I'll probably continue doing that. That was all the space I needed for minimal journaling because we're hanging out as a family. So I'm spending more time doing that, not as much time recording everything that we're doing. And there wasn't a whole lot that I had to plan for. I just kind of bullet pointed some things we were going to do and some meals we were going to have. So that worked out great. And that is my first week using my Planner Perfect Traveler's Notebook. That's the flip through, and that's how it came out. And I'm really stoked with it, and I think this is going to be a setup that really works well for me. So in the future, I kind of started to set up for next week, but I didn't get very far. And oh my gosh, I love this washi tape. I can't remember where I got it, but it looks like vintage stamps with all different kinds of mushrooms on it, which I love. The only problem is it's not super sticky, so it kind of peels up, but that's fine. I'll deal with it. But I need to set up the rest of the week. I just kind of got tomorrow in there. And so in the future, I'll do kind of a plan with me, set up the week thing. But for now, I just wanted to show you that first week, how it went, and So far, I'm happy with my choice of using the journal instead of the monthly insert, so I will keep you posted on how that goes. And if you have any questions, about the Lord, if you need prayer, if you need just anything, I would love to hear from you guys. And I'm going to include my email in the description box below. And I hope this was helpful. I hope this gave you some kind of inspiration, maybe some ideas. Maybe you're not going to exactly do this the same, but maybe there was one idea or something in there that might help you. Remember, we can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time on the farm.